Good afternoon or close to good evening. It's a Sunday at 5:47 p.m. Markets, well, the futures markets are about to open. I know some people have been reaching out to me telling me that I'm spending so much time on the disclaimer and the risks. Well, listen, here it is right here in front of you. Here's your disclaimer, and let's get right to it. All right, let's see. For now, you know, I wanted to show you something with the yield and with the yield tool that we built. We stated last time that I'd like to get into TNA, and right now I'm flat. Now, which one do I want to, which put do I want to sell in order to maybe get assigned and still keep the entire premium? So when I go to here, I'm going to put this in. I'm going to go to TNA. All right. I'm going to put my put. I'm going to say my target delta. I usually go for 25%. And again, my delta is a proxy for the probability of a strike going to be, it's going to expire in the money. So I'm going to keep it as the max. And my minimum weekly yield is going to be 1%. All right. Now, keep in mind, the weekly yield is for 7 days, but this one right here has 5 days left. So if we come out with a number that is less than 1%, it should still be all right because it's for 5 days, not for 7. So what do I have here? I'm going to look till maybe the end of the summer. I did a 50-cent spread. I'm going to scan for some options right here. And boom, it's telling me right now that if I go in tomorrow morning at 9:30 in the morning, I should sell the 35 strike, the 35 put based on what I have told the program. I've told it that I want a 1 in 4 chance of getting assigned, meaning I really don't want to get assigned, but I'll just, I'll take it, fine, right? Because there is no such thing as a free lunch. I don't want to put that, I want a delta of 0.0, I want a 99% chance of winning and making 1% a week. Yeah, okay, guess what? This is going to give me an error message. And if it doesn't, then there's something wrong, right? See, it's empty. Alrighty. So I knew this wasn't going to be realistic. You do not have a 99% chance of making 1% a week. That's not going to happen. If it does, then there's something really wrong. And that's going to be beyond me. So let's go back to what I originally had. I had a 25 delta, have 1% a week. And again, right here, it's telling me do the 35 strike for the end of next week. All right, but we can do this tomorrow. Now, let's go back to those numbers again. Okay. Alrighty, the total yield is 1.5%. The weekly yield is telling me 2.1%. Again, weekly meaning it's over 7 days, not over 5. And if I take a look, the expected utility yield also, if I multiply roughly 75% times the weekly yield, excuse me, the total yield, I'll get 1.1. And then if I multiply that 75% yield times the weekly yield, I should get an expected weekly yield of about a little over 1.5%. I always like to go with these, but that's just my own personal preference. And right here, it's telling me, based on what I have put into the program, it's telling me that this is my best candidate. All right. Happy trading, and hopefully you learned something today.